Hi Stacy, my name is Panyia, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. So you're most likely sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, you're lucky because I read mine, and the answer is, oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is that they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. And I found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of these local business owners raising their hand and saying, I like you, Panyia. Do this for us. So if by the end of this video you like what you heard and you see that I have a lot of tricks on my sleeve that can help with your business, shoot me an email and we can definitely chat. Or if by the end of this video you simply want to take these information and do them yourself, that works for me as well. So let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of yours or my time. The first thing I want to talk about is content. So everything you see me highlighting here, these are considered content. And what Google is doing is that they're sending robots through and reading all these content to see what it is that you guys do and how to rank you guys for it. And when we talk about content, it's not just about what's on the surface of your website, but also what's behind it. So let's go to this photo. So if we save this photo, we can see that this is what it's saved as, and this is actually what Google is reading. And from what I can see, there isn't any keywords that is attached to this image. So I definitely recommend that you guys go into these photos and actually attach the keywords that people are searching for into these photos. And most business owner knows that they need content, but they don't know that the average length of the #1 result on Google for construction company is at least 1,500 to 2,000 words. So for you to show up on the top of Google, you need at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords. And what I did was I copy and paste you guys' content and paste it into this word counter, and as we can see, you guys have 290 words. And if we look at your competitor, this is one of your top competitor. When I type into Google general contractor Sacramento, and as we can see, they are first. So what I did was I copy and paste their content into the word counter, and as we can see, they have 954 words, which is very beatable. So if we move on to this tool that I use called Ahrefs, this is a very good tool to use because it lets me see behind the scene of what is happening behind a website. So I ran a quick scan for your website, and as we can see, you guys have 137 keywords, and that's bringing in 199 traffic. And if we look at your competitor, we can see that they have 4.6k in keywords, and that's bringing in 5.1k in traffic. So what we can do is click onto their keywords. And as we can see, they're ranking 1 for many of these keywords, and a good keywords that you guys could also put into yours, general contractor Sacramento, because this keyword itself is bringing in a total of 200 in search volume, and because they're second for this keyword, they have a total of 91 traffic going into their website. And you guys are definitely missing out on this because you guys are not ranked on the top of Google. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is citation. So when I put into Google general contractor Sacramento, California, the first thing we're going to see is the sponsored ads section. This is the area where people will pay Google to be up on. However, studies does show that ads are semi-effective and can definitely become a money pit if it's not effective. And because Google is allowing users to block these ads, that can definitely become a hindrance. Next, this area right here is called the Google Map Pack, or the maps. This is where citation will matter the most. Citation is basically your business name, address, and phone number listed through various directories. And directories are basically website that you're able to put in your information. And some example of directories are Yellow Book, White Book, and even Facebook have an area where you can submit a citation. And to be on the top 3 of the map, you want to be your competition in every aspect, and that's including citation. Because the more citation you have, the more relevant you are to Google, because the more citation you have, the more Google will think that you are a real established business. The more likely Google will push you up above your competitor in the map pack. Moving down, this is the third and last thing I want to talk about. This area right here is the organic section. This is where 70% of your traffic will come from. And this is where you guys want to be at. And to get there, you need authority. So how do you get authority? Well, it all comes down to backlinks. And a backlink is one website that links to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. So kind of like a vote of confidence. But in Google eyes, this is a passing authority. And the more relative the site, the more valuable the link. So let me give you an example. So you guys do commercial construction. So if you guys have another website that also does commercial construction, linking back to you, that will be more relative than, let's say, Pizza Hut linking back to you. Because, hey, you guys don't sell pizza for a living, right? So that will not be so great. If we go back to this tool that I use, we can see here that you guys have 94 referring domain going back to your website, and that is giving you guys a total of 229 backlinks. And if we look at your competitor, we can see that they have 184 referring domains, and that is giving them a total of 843 backlinks. So what we can essentially do is go into their backlink, and we can actually take all of their backlink and go after them for your own website to beat out your competitor. And we're not just going after their links, but we're also finding more links and using them for your website to beat out your competitor. And that is the end of this video. Once again, we went over content, making sure that your front page have at least 1,500 words. Citation, you want to have more citation than your competitor to beat them. And then backlinks, you want to have more relative site linking back to your website to show Google that you guys are the authority. And if you guys implement these strategies today, you can definitely be #1 across Google. And yeah, you can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call at 916-382-2906. Once again, my name is Panyia Tao, and my number is 916-382-2906. I look forward to hearing back from you, and have a great one.